It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Good morning from Craters of the Moon National Monument. Oh my gosh, did we go back to Saudi? Nope, we're definitely still in America. The campground here is available on a first come first served basis, and it honestly looks so much like when we camped at Wabah Crater and in the Black Dunes, and honestly even like at the Black and White Volcanoes. It's crazy how similar.
One of the things that I find interesting is that this place is called the Craters of the Moon, while the lava fields closest to our house are actually called Harat Lunaire, which means the lava fields of the moon. So both of them are really similar, even though they're from very, very different cultures. One of the biggest differences we've seen between this park and the spots that we visit in Saudi is that it's much easier to drive here. Whereas here, driving off the road is prohibited. That's really the only way you can get around in the lava fields that we go to in Saudi.
Parking the big rig. It's not a big rig. It's a bigger rig than we're used to, though.
Our first stop today is the half-mile loop known as Devil's Orchard. It's a paved walking trail that tells you a lot of information about the park and about how all the different geological formations were made.
It is a lot easier to walk on this pavement because you don't get little lava stones in your shoes. You may have noticed that we called this a national monument and not a national park. There is a difference, and the difference lies in the purpose. A national park was established so that it could preserve the wilderness and preserve some of the natural habitats of some of the animals, whereas a national monument often has cultural or historical or scientific significance. So this is a national monument because of the scientific significance of this kind of landscape.
There is, however, very little development in this monument, and most of it is being preserved as wilderness. From this view, you can see 7 volcanoes.
Have you seen our video of the Black Dunes in Saudi Arabia? If not, you can find that here. Whether or not you've seen it, our next stop, the Inferno Cone, will look just like it. What do you think? Comment below. We made it to the top. It was a lot steeper than it looked from the ground.
We've made it up to the top of the Inferno volcano, which was the volcano that shot magma and ash way up high into the air. And this cinder fall, this fine gravel, is what fell and actually formed the cone that we see today.
Are you enjoying this video of this unique place? Be sure to subscribe for more of our adventures, because this is what we love to do. Find fun, unique places. We are standing on the Spatter Cone volcano, and you can see down into the middle. It's pretty cool. There's also a hat down there, so somebody lost their hat. This little volcano is called the Snow Cone, and rumor has it that much of the year it has snow in it. And isn't that just a cute name? I think so. I don't think it has snow in it right now.
In the summer, the air temperature here might only get up to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, but the lava rocks can actually get up to 150 degrees on the surface. So I imagine that the snow has long since melted.
We are walking on the Bat Cave Trail, which is a paved path that's only 0.8 miles, but we are on our way to some caves, hence the name Bat Cave Trail. And this is one of the only parts of the park that you have to have a permit to go inside the caves, and they recommend having a flashlight and some closed-toed shoes.
The caves here at Crater of the Moon are actually lava tubes, and lava tubes are formed whenever flowing magma has the top layer cool, but the bottom layers continue to move underneath. And so the top layer cools and forms a crust over the top, which becomes the top of a cave.
Wild caves.
Indian Tunnel is 800 feet long, 50 feet high, and it has some natural skylights in the top of the lava tube. So we probably won't need our flashlights for this one, but we're gonna see if we can make it across to the tiny exit on the other side.
It's a lot cooler right here. I'm a mountain goat.
Because most of the paths around here are paved, if you want a chance to actually walk on the lava rocks, you need to come to Indian Tunnel, because from the exit, the way back to the path is through the lava rocks.
Or come visit us in Saudi and you can walk on them all you want. We were just in there. The lava fields out here are not the result of one volcano, but of many volcanoes that are along what they call the Great Rift. This rift in the earth is where the crust was moving, it pulled apart, and magma flowed out. So this is why we have all of this lava here. Around some of the openings of these caves, there are some rings of rock structures that the Native Americans built. It is believed that they may have had some ceremonial significance, but what's really cool is in Khaybar in Saudi Arabia, it's like the same thing. There are some odd stone structures that they're not entirely sure their purpose. So here's another similarity. This is Beauty Cave, and it's the furthest cave from the parking lot. It's a one-way in, one-way out cave, and we are definitely going to need some light because there are no natural skylights in this one. Let's go take a look. I made it down into the cave. It's a lot colder down here and really dark. I made it out. Woo! We're now in Boy Scout Cave. It's a very narrow entrance.
Even if you decide you don't want to hike down into the caves, it's worth walking down this trail a little ways because this is the best view of the lava rocks in the park.
So many times when we're traveling around Saudi, we look around and we're like, this landscape looks just like the Southwest US. Well, on this particular stop on our trip at the Craters of the Moon, it's been the opposite. We keep saying, oh my gosh, this is so much like Saudi Arabia. It's crazy. So what about you? When you're in Idaho next time, are you gonna put Craters of the Moon on your list? Well, let us know in the comments below, and be sure to like this video if you thought this was a really cool place that you would like to visit. Also, if you have not subscribed, now is your chance. Hit that little subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Bye.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.